Hi, my name's Paul from LITH-TECH Mobility, and on today's video we're going to be talking about the Smart Chair 1 and Smart Chair 1 XL joystick, how to read the battery gauge and battery and charging protocol. So first of all, powering on the joystick. You've got your green button at the top here to power on, red down here to power off. So with the joystick powered on, this right hand side is your battery gauge. You can see you've got green, amber and red lights here. 7 bars of light. The colours are going to be exactly the same, unchanged. As the battery begins to drain, the lights are going to disappear. We have quite a lot of customers who contact us and are worried that their batteries aren't charged because they can see these red and amber lights. Forget that, this is not going to change. Think of it as dashes of charge. The dash will disappear completely as the battery begins to drain. When you're down to your last 2 lights, so 1 amber or 1 red, the red light has actually disappeared on more modern versions of the joystick. It's 4 ambers, 3 greens. So still your 7 bars of dash. As they disappear, the battery's diminishing. When you're down to your last 2, that equates to needing to charge. On the left-hand side, you've got the speed gauge. So you've got 5 speed levels, 1 to 5. Minus is to decrease, plus is to increase. In the middle, you've got your horn here. The joystick itself, believe it or not, is actually 3 times more sensitive at the tip than it is at the base. So the way that we would recommend manipulating or holding the joystick is so that the tip sits between your thumb and first finger. You can wrap your other fingers around the joystick so you're in a nice, firm, stable position and manipulate accordingly. Okay, moving on to charging. So charging your batteries, you've got 2 ways of charging. With the batteries on the chair, you can charge through the joystick directly, or you can charge the batteries off of the chair by removing them. Now, the Smart Chair 1 has been in operation for about 8.5 years, and over the years, things have changed, portals have changed, so depending on the age of your chair, you may have a different kind of setup. So we're going to start, first of all, if your chair is, say, 5 years or more old, you're going to have a setup where your joystick portal is an old style standard like this, which basically means you'll have an old style charger, which has this larger fat end. So charging the batteries on the chair, you'll plug the charger straight into the joystick, like so. If you have an old style chair with older style batteries, you're going to have this thin portal on the end of your batteries, which means you'll require an adapter, this, to go onto the end of your charger, like so, and then that will go directly into the battery. If your chair is 3 or 4 years old, you're going to have a slightly different setup. You're going to have a much smaller portal on your joystick, which looks like this, and then the exact same portal on the end of your battery. This is actually not a Smart Chair 1 battery, but for the purpose of showing you the portal, the battery will look like this, a moon-shaped end with this portal on the end. Your charger will obviously look different as well. It will be like that, which, just to be clear, will go into both the joystick to charge the batteries on the chair or directly into the batteries to charge them off the chair. The newest model, if you purchase your chair in the last 18 months to 2 years, you're going to have this style joystick portal, which is kind of a hybrid size in between the two. The joystick will match that, and the batteries are also going to match the joystick portal and therefore match the charger. You might say, why has this changed over the years? Well, just to give you a brief overview, the reason that we moved away from the original portal is that the charger was too easy to replicate. It's similar to old lead acid batteries and charging kits as well, and low-grade entry-level. People were just copying the chargers, and it was becoming difficult and dangerous to be using the wrong style of charger on batteries. So that's why they moved to level 2, grade 2, the updated portal, the small portal. The problems with that portal, too small and a little bit too fiddly. So we devised a middle ground again, which is why you've now got the middle-sized portal in between the two. It's a unique design, so it can't be replicated, and it's larger and easier to use than grade 2. Okay, hopefully that explains it. Thank you very much for watching. We'll see you on the next video.